Hello and welcome to Master It Monday. We are coming to you live, and today's topic is going to be about creating content for social media in 2021. Coming up with social media content every week can be a daunting task, and we get it. And I've got a special guest today. Ryan Hecht and I will be discussing our top tips on how you can create content every week and avoid social media writer's block. So, as you know, Master at Media is here. We are a weekly live program where I share tips and advice on how to promote your business on social media. My name is Maggie Carey. I'm the owner of Master It Media, and I have over 35 years experience in IT. I know I don't look it, but I do. And I am going to wait no further. I'm going to pull in my special guest, Ryan Hecht. Say hi to the crowd, Ryan.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be here on my first Master It Monday appearance.
Yes, and I am so excited to have you here. For those of you who don't know Ryan, he is an amazing social media content creator. Ryan works with Master at Media as our social media coordinator. He has studied public relations at the University of Rhode Island and has a minor in business. He is passionate about supporting local businesses and creates branded graphics and videos to tell stories. Ryan's goal is to make sure that content has a unique feel and makes sense with our clients' brands. So that is Ryan's participation in our company and how he helps our clients really skyrocket their social media promotion. Right, Ryan?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And he deals with all my craziness. So if you haven't had an opportunity to visit Master at Media, please pop on over to masteratmedia.com and see what we're all about. I'd like to welcome anybody who's here watching us live. We have Lisa Ferry. Hello, Lisa. How are you? And we also have Maria Quesada. Nice to see you. And Maria saying hi to Lisa. So we're all together. So here is Lisa. Ryan, it's so finally nice to meet you. Absolutely.
Yes, you too, Lisa.
So Ryan and I are going to go through some content suggestions today. And what I'd like you to do is comment below if you have any questions or ideas and suggestions that you need help with. We're here to help you get that information so you can kind of figure out what's going on. Now, one of the things I want to do is tell you, please stay till the end of today's presentation because we've got a special giveaway going on. And it's a really great announcement and a free giveaway, and you have a chance to win a prize. So don't change that channel. Here's Lisa. One more comment. Ryan and Maggie have been doing a fantastic job with my social media. She is very easy to do. Oh, and we've got Cameron joining us from YouTube. Thanks for joining us, Cameron. So without further delay, let's get on over to this. Ryan and I are going to chat about this with you. Social media content, it can be very challenging to deal with, and we get it. So what makes good content? Ryan, is this something you deal with on a daily basis?
This is something that I deal with on a daily basis, yes.
Yeah. So customer focused. When we talk about customer focus, we're talking about making sure that you're not trying to sell them your product, you're trying to solve the customer's problem. That's a key. And it's got to be informative. And I'm going to go through a couple of these things because most of these are common sense. Entertaining. It's all about, think about when you're scrolling on social media, what do you find to be important? Engaging and interesting, trending and pertinent. Ryan, has there been anything recently trending? I know you've got your pulse on what's going on in society. Has there been anything that's been trending there?
I'm trying to think. In the last week, I feel like we've had maybe like a low key week, so I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah. I mean, one of my favorites was the whole Bernie Sanders at the inauguration, right?
Yes.
That was amazing, trending. We have a couple of other I'm gonna stop here and just say hello to our friend Angela, who's joining us. And Mariah is saying, yes, solve the customer's problem. Love it. It really is one of those things that people seem to forget. We think about, oh, we've got to sell our product, but we forget about, wow, we have to do that. And of course, yeah, entertaining for something, and look, TikTok is going crazy, right, Ryan?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you want to talk about entertainment value? We've got that there. Um, and Jill's here. Hello. Oh, there's a tortilla trend going on. There you go. Thank you, Jill, piping in. And of course, this is my favorite. One of the things that people um, kind of think is they've got to be a certain way or act a certain way on social. And Ryan can speak to this better than I can. Ryan, your generation is all about being genuine and authentic, right?
Yes.
And if somebody isn't genuine and authentic on social media, they are going to die a slow death on social.
And
Nobody's
you
going to
can
follow them.
tell, you can tell who's genuine and who's not, like pretty quickly.
Yeah. And one of those the big wonderful thing about that is you can just be yourself. Don't be afraid to not be yourself. Like just go out there, be who you are. Yes, some people aren't going to like you. Some people don't like me. Oh well, we get on. We go on with saying, "Okay, I don't have to be everybody's solution, but I have to be the right people's solution." And that's where it comes in. Angela does. Yes, she does wear her heart on her sleeve, but she also wears hearts on her neck because she's got beautiful jewelry. So you can always reach out to Angela if you're looking for some jewelry. And Nancy is here. Hi. Thanks for coming, Nancy. Nancy is the owner of Unique Design Creations. She also is the executive director for the Yorktown Chamber of Commerce, which is a local chamber of commerce. Um, oh, honey, we all make mistakes on our live. Don't even worry about that. It's about being and again, it's about genuine. I was talking about this with my kids, Ryan. Ryan and I were in a show together that had a whole bunch of the whole show was about bloopers, right? Like
Yes.
the whole thing. But think about it. Don't you always want to see that blooper reel? If a movie has a blooper reel, don't you want to see it?
The money that I would pay to see a blooper reel of just my life, all the mistakes, so I could sit back and laugh.
That's a great attitude to have, but
Yeah.
that's what it is, right? And Mariah chimes in and is saying, "That's how I find people. Be you, they will be attracted. Others will fall away, and that's okay." And I totally agree with that. Thank you for all that information. So Ryan and I are going to share with you some of our um, top 10. I do. There was one more of our what after genuine. I go on the genuine rant because it is one of the things that I love. But the last one is be consistent with your branding, and I'm not just talking about purple, okay, or your colors or your logo. It's who you are. Um, and Ryan, you feel free to chime in at any point on this, but when we're talking about being consistent with the branding, it's like, are you fun and carefree? Are you serious and straight laced? There's no wrong answer. It's just who you are. Oh, and Cameron is saying, tell your story, right? That is so key because your story is your brand, or it's your why. So we're going to go into our top 10 content sources. Answer client questions. Have you ever come into any of these, Ryan, where we've done them on our social?
I do. For some clients, I have like a Google Doc and it's questions that I have noticed in the industry, whether it's asked directly to that account or similar accounts, just so that they're things that I can try and focus on addressing and really help out the customer.
Right. And, one of the, I'm going to come back here. One of the things that I tell clients to do, because it's so helpful, and my suggestions to you as well, take a notebook or a Google Doc or a Word doc that you have on your computer or a pen and paper. I don't care. Anytime a client asks you a question, write it down in this book. It will help you tremendously. Um, we've got Lisa says that's where Maggie and Ryan are so helpful, pinpointing what and isn't consistent with my brand. And, Lisa has this gorgeous, ginger hair, and we try to make sure that's part of who she is. It's part of her brand, and we implement that right in. And we have Amy popped in. She's saying hi, and yes, you'll meet Ryan. He's amazing. You'll love him. So
Thank you.
we're gonna go right on to our second top 10 is ask questions. So you've answered some questions, but what about it? And this is all about getting that engagement, right, Ryan?
Yes, it's important to know who your customers are so that you can generate that content specifically for that audience.
Right. And sometimes the questions they ask may also prompt you to do or offer something in your business that you hadn't even thought of offering. So it goes beyond, right, just creating social media content. And it's about it could be about supplementing your offerings. So repurposing your content. Oh my gosh. Have you ever had that week where you have just got so much going on that you can't figure out what the heck to post about?
Yes, I have had many of those weeks. And that's a really great tip because it is helpful to go and look at the previous blog posts that you've made, previous videos you've had to kind of pull similar content, not necessarily the same, but use your old ideas to generate new ones.
Right. So, like say you do a blog post and the blog post has 10 points that you're making on it. Well, guess what? Now those 10 can be 10 separate posts. So
Yeah.
it's that, make your life easy. What we're helping you here is so that you're not struggling with your social media content, that you're making life easy for yourself because it helps your customers as well. So the next, I skipped 2 back, sorry about that, but behind the scenes, what you're seeing with behind the scenes is what you're seeing right now with Ryan and I. You're getting a little bit behind the scenes look. Ryan and I talk about these all the time when we're working with our clients. How can we help them, um, get better results on their social? So behind the scenes is great. Ryan, do you have anything in particular that we've done for that you've done for people with social that's a behind the scenes kind of look?
I can't think of a specific example, but a tip that I would have is to pay attention to the conversations that you have at your workplace, because something can come up that is maybe general knowledge for you and your team, but could be really useful information for your customers.
Right. One of the things that I love is Maria Casada with Six Diamonds Tree Services, who's on our call today. She often takes video of her guys at work, and people love those videos, right, Ryan?
They're a hit.
They're a hit. She's going to have her own YouTube channel. All right, so let's keep going. Number 5, hashtag holidays. I'm gonna leave this to the hashtag king. We're gonna let Ryan, talk about hashtags because this could be a whole video in of itself, right, Ryan?
Yes, absolutely. There's so many different ways to attack this. But for holidays in general, such as we have St. Patrick's Day is coming up this month, International Women's Day, those are really great things to cover in your content. And you have to use those hashtags because so many people will be talking about it at the same time. And your audience will just expand so much. And in addition to that, looking at simple days of the week, if you want to do a hashtag Testimonial Tuesday or hashtag Wisdom Wednesday, and just share a testimonial, share a tip, use the day of the week, come up with something fun. It doesn't have to be a holiday that everyone knows about. Declare it your own holiday and just take it and run with it.
See, I love that. Declare your own holiday. I need to declare my own holiday. I think that's wonderful. Now we've got to think of something for me, Ryan, so that I can
Yes.
do that. We've got a couple. Here we go. Don't forget all the people that support you. Lift them up, and that builds energy, momentum, and loyalty. Absolutely, Cameron. Um, and Maria is like, that is exactly what I will do. She's going to get us those videos, Ryan, because she's going to get that YouTube channel going. And then Lisa said, great tip, write down customer questions and answer them on social media. Absolutely. It is a really great way because look, if you already have a client that has asked you that question and they're a good client of yours, other people that are your good clients are out there waiting for the answer to that question. It also shows, it also shows your stuff, and it's giving social proof to what you do. So let's go on to number 6, quotes. Oh my gosh, the good and the bad of quotes. Ryan, what should we say about quotes?
Pick a quote that means something for your business. Quotes are a great tool, but it's important to use a quote because it fits your business and not just because you don't have anything else to say or you haven't shared a quote in a while. It's really important to make them intentional because when they are intentionally selected, they can be really great, but when they're used as just filler content, it all goes back to that genuine factor. Like, people can tell when you're posting something that you think is good and you stand by, as opposed to just posting something just to post.
Right. And this is where, when we talked about before about having it fit your brand, right? That is really important. So making sure that the quotes really speak to who you are. Our friend Rob Genovese is a branding coach with Unleash My Beast brand, and he always says, it's got to speak your brand. It has to match what who you are, what you do, and why you do it. If it doesn't, then it really is not the right fit for you. So quotes are great. And the other thing to keep in mind is Ryan has a great place where he gets quotes. And we're going to give you a little teaser of where you can find out where that is later on today. So, fun facts and statistics. I love this one. All right. One of the recent ones we did was a fun fact for a commercial realtor. Do you remember that one, Ryan? About the
Hollywood sign.
yeah, so tell everybody about the Hollywood sign.
Yeah, so the Hollywood sign, if you all don't know this, it was originally put up to boost real estate in that area, the whole area surrounding towns that can see the Hollywood sign. That was put up as like a real estate stunt to try and get more people into the area and get more stuff developed commercial realtor wise.
Yeah, and I thought that was so cool, and it was one of the things that I had gotten some comments on that there were realtors who didn't know that that was a real estate stunt, and I'm like, here you go. I mean, I
That
guess
is the best, when you share a fun fact that other people in your industry also didn't even know, and you can have like giving out all that insider information.
yes, yes, and well, Cameron's come up with his own day. He's gonna have a biz dev day. So Cameron, you let us know when that is, and we'll help you with a social media graphic for it. Although he creates his own, he does a great job. And Stephanie is joining us. Hi, Steph. Thanks for joining us. You missed a whole bunch, so make sure you go back and watch us on YouTube or Facebook Live. So the next one we're going to talk about is trending topics. We touched on this a little bit, so I'm not going to waste our valuable time talking about it again. But make sure you're keeping your pulse on what's going on, on trending topics. One of the cool things that you can do is look on Instagram and you can see popular hashtags. You can hashtag something and you can see how many posts it has, and it's very cool. So if you just do an Instagram search and you start typing the hashtag and you start to, like, say you want to do social media, you start typing social media, you're going to see social media something, social media marketing, social media posts, social media tips, and you can see how popular they are. It's a great way, getting back to the days. It's also a great way to see what's better. Is it St. Patty's Day, St. Patrick's Day? Which one, does better. So it is interesting to see that. So customer testimonials. Why are customer testimonials so important, Ryan?
These are huge because it's one thing for you to take all your social media and just keep posting about how great you are, how you offer all these different things, how you're the best. But when you have other people that are saying all those great things about you, hyping you up like that, and you're able to use your platform to highlight their voice, people are more likely to buy into it when people see, other people also like this. It's that group think, like, they know that, oh, this person is reliable because all of these people say so. So it's important to use your platform to highlight the testimonials that you receive like that.
Right, and it's all about social proof. Think about yourself when you're buying a product. You wanna look at we talk about looking at reviews and things like that. Well, if you have reviews on Google My Business, on Facebook, on Alignable, on Yelp, on a home, the Home Advisor, any of those, you can use those, not only put them on your social, put them on your website, right? These are things we talk about social media here, but we're talking more about promoting your business. And that could be on Facebook, on Instagram, on Google, but it could also be on your website when you're live and in person, when you're meeting somebody in a networking meeting, when you're talking to other people. This is all about promoting your business. And we all try to go back and forth with how you can leverage that. I always say you've got to look at these things and get them all together. Your newsletter list is another one. That's massive. If you include a testimonial in a newsletter, that testimonial may spark somebody to say, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know that they did ABC. That's great. Maybe that's something that I can use too." Or, boy, I really need to get my basement redone. Let me call up and find out. Like these are things that we can all relate to. So we are almost at the end. Our last 10, drumroll please. And that is tips and tricks. That is what our show is all about. It's tips and tricks, right? This is all about gaining that kind of engagement with your social media audience. People are on there because they want to either be entertained, informed, educated, right? Whatever you can give away to people to help them will establish you as an expert in your industry, right, Ryan?
Yeah, it's super important.
Oh, and, Ryan, we did have a comment. Cameron has asked, "Have you seen any good leads originate from on Alignable?" Personally, I have not yet. However, what I have found is that Alignable is great on getting me reviews, and those reviews are things that I use in my social. So, although it hasn't given me a lead yet, I have heard that it has worked for some other, people in my network. But it's again, you have to look at, I'm going to take a little side trip here. You really need to look at where you're getting the most engagement. It might be, Cameron does amazing on LinkedIn as well. He does a show, uh, with Steve Spiro every two on Friday on LinkedIn that is extremely valuable and has amazing content. And that's something that I think you need to look at too. Where are your people? Where are you engaging with them? And so on. Yeah, great idea. Good. Thank you, Cameron. So those are our top 10 tips. Ask in the comments below. Please shout out which tip you think is going to be something you're going to use in the upcoming week. We'd love to hear about that. Lisa says tips and tricks are so valuable. Value is always appreciated. As you know, Maggie, you are the queen of valuable tips. Yeah, well, I try. I really do because, well, I don't try. I do because Coach Chloe's watching me. She's going to be mad that I said try. So I didn't say try and I corrected myself. I make sure that I'm giving great content out to the people because I want to help people. I struggled with my own social media, and that's the reason why I developed this process. And Ryan's been working with me to also fine tune how we're getting this information out, to everybody that wants help with their social. So Nancy is saying tips and tricks are extremely valuable. Okay, so here we go. If you need help. Now, this is a big, big announcement. Okay. This is something you are going to be one of the first people to hear about this outside of our circle. If you need help, Teleprompter is a new service that Master It Media is offering. It guides businesses to create social media posts with ease, easy to follow weekly prompts to help keep you on track with your social. Every week, people are going to receive all of these things in a newsletter to help them generate their own content. Very simple, very easily. You don't have to do any work. Plus, there is a bonus. You will not only get that weekly accountability and coaching in this email, but you will work on it so that it can be your consistent social media presence. And that's why we've created this, because of the things that I've been hearing when we go live. And this is where people are falling short. People fall short with their content because they don't have time to think about it. And they can listen to this podcast and they can say, "Oh, great, these are wonderful tips." And then what happens next week? They forget about it. Next week, well, wait a minute. Is St. Patrick's Day coming up? Did I miss it? Right? All of these things are really difficult to keep track of. Ryan does this for our clients. I do this for our clients. If you can't use our services because maybe we're a little bit too expensive, this is an awesome solution for you because you have the ability to get all of this information and take it and use it for your own social. And I'd love to hear your feedback on this. In addition, by anybody who subscribes to this is going to get a bonus because they will be added to our Master It Media Facebook page called the VIP Lounge, where you can come in and get information here about how you can implement these social media strategies that we're talking about. Now, guys, I don't mean to sound like a car salesman, but let me tell you something. This is ridiculously low price. As a matter of fact, Ryan, didn't you get mad at me when I told you how much I was charging for this?
I was a little surprised. Yeah.
So I'm only charging, and it's an introductory offer for only $7 a month. You're going to get weekly prompts. You can go to this. I put in a bit.ly link only to make it easier, but you can go to masteritmedia.com/teleprompter, and it will also give you the information where you can sign up for this. But this is here to help you. That I've gotten such amazing, amazing followers that watch our YouTube channel, that watch us Facebook Live every week. And Angela's asking me, where do I sign up? And you will get the link is going to be in the chat below. This will get you help every single week. It's only $7 a month. I think it's a great deal. It's one of those things where my biggest challenge for people is having that weekly accountability. And you can come here. I'm going to be here every two on Monday, so it's fine. But make sure that if you have anything in particular, to come in to join us and find out what it is. So Ryan, give them a little bit of a teaser as to what's in our sample one that we're sending out via email today.
Yeah, so each week when you receive your teleprompter, you're going to have hashtags for holidays that are coming up that week. And that could be things that are a specific day, anything that's a week long. If it's like Diabetic Awareness Week, any of that stuff, as well as looking at the month itself, which months have certain meanings for them, whether that's a cultural thing or like World Fitness Month, any of that. So it helps you in those 3 areas specifically. And it's really great because sometimes you might not realize that a certain holiday is even coming up, like St. Patrick's Day. You might lose track of time. All of a sudden, it's that day and you go on social media, you see everyone else is posting and you're scrambling to put something together. This really will help you plan things out in advance, see what's coming up, pick and choose what works best for your business, and how many posts you want to take from the ideas that you're getting that week. So it's definitely a great way to stay on top of things and stay ahead of things.
Right. And it does end up, Ryan and I worked on this and we said, how can we really help the people who need this, right? This is where the challenge comes in. What are the big challenges and the big questions that you have? So, members who are part of this group also will have the opportunity to submit a question. Now, it can't be like, what's the best social media to use? Because that's a whole episode. But it's got to be something we can answer in a paragraph. This week's is going to be about how many hashtags should I use in a post, and we give the answer to that. But you can also ask questions, which we want to make sure we're again following. We practice what we preach here. Now, I have something special, so I am going to make, I haven't told Ryan this yet. So, Ryan, you're going to have to help me. I am going to ask our people who are watching, they're going to get an opportunity to receive the rest of 2021 in teleprompter for free. So that's March through December 2021. So, Ryan is going to pick a number from 1 to 20. Are you ready, Ryan?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, do you have a piece of paper you can write this down on? I totally sprung this on him. If you need to go get, I'll take you off screen so you can go get.
Yeah, I'm gonna run and get a piece of paper.
Okay, so Ryan is going to pick a number between 1 and 20, and he's going to write it down. What I need you all to do is, if you want to win this, type that number in the comments below. We're going to wait a few minutes. We're going to chit chat. All right. Ryan, don't show them the number, but write that number down.
Okay.
And y'all can make sure I'm going to go through some of our comments that we've had. Congratulations. Cameron hit 3,500 connections on LinkedIn over the weekend. He's on the course to get more because his show is amazing. Stephanie said, Maggie, you always provide so much value to all who listen and follow you. Thank you. Thank you. So you'll be sharing a testimonial. Good info, Marianne. Thanks for joining me today. Great value. Yep. Okay. So we're getting, guys, you can't pick the same number. Angela, you got to pick a different number because Lisa came in first, I think, at least from what I'm seeing. All right. We've got the numbers coming in, Ryan. Okay, you guys, you've got 10. I'll give you a countdown of 10. You got to get that number in 10. Maria, pick a different number. Stephanie had your number. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Ryan, show everybody what number you picked and we'll figure it out.
I don't know if it's going to be backwards, but 14.
14. Did anybody have 14? We have a 13. I see a 15. Nope, I don't. I got a 10. I don't have a 14. All right, so we had Maria at 13 and Amy. Oh, Amy also had 13. So we had that. And Marianne had 15. All right, guys, we're going to do this again. Ryan, write a number. So Marianne, Maria, and Amy.
Is this still 1 through 20 or is this like a 1 through?
No, we're going to do 1 through, let's make this easier. First one out the gate. Let's do 1 through 7.
Okay.
1 through 7, Ryan. Should have had a tiebreaker. All right, guys. Oh, Angela said she just signed up for the newsletter. Super easy to do. Okay, Maria. All right. Maria, 1 through 7, babe. All right. So Maria picked 3. Amy, we need you. Fun. Love the engagement. I thought this was fun. Amy, are you still there? Amy, Maria and Amy, you both picked the same number. Marianne, are you still there? All right, guys. All right, I'm going to give you five. Amy, you got to give a different number. I'm going to go down. We're going to do a countdown to 10, 9. It's going to be quick. Hurry up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I did it first. Yes. So we've got Amy at 4 and Maria at 3. What did you have, Ryan?
2.
2. All right, so Maria wins. Congratulations, Maria Casada. She wins the whole rest of the year for our teleprompter. Sorry, Amy, you did fantastic with this. I appreciate all of you coming in and having a good time. Make sure you visit our teleprompter site. It's masteritmedia.com/tel dash a dash prompter. The dashes are important. You can scroll down, get a detailed description about what it is, as well as, sign up. A little after 3 p.m. Eastern time, you're actually going to see the sample. If you are one of our amazing VIP followers, please make sure that you check your email because you're going to be getting a free sample of what we do in teleprompter delivered right to your mailbox. And if you're not, make sure that you visit masteritmedia.com and go to our Showtime or our our newsletters. You can find out what's going on there and you can sign up for our newsletter and be included in that list. So we have a few congrats to Maria. She's very excited. And thank you, Nancy. You are welcome. And thank you guys. Look, we're here every Monday at 2 o'clock. For those of you who thought Ryan did an awesome job, please make sure that you leave him your love down below. He is the king of improv because, boy, I threw this on him last minute. I'm like, people need to get to know you. And I think that it was a great job. Oh, Lisa, is it your birthday? That's awesome.
Birthday.
Wait, is it Maria's birthday? Hold on, I'm confused. Whose birthday is it? Tell me whose birthday it is. So we have, make sure you leave in the comments below if you want Ryan to come back and what you would like him to talk about. He's got a lot of interesting things that he can share. So please make sure, look, I realize that we have to cater to our younger generation as they're coming up. And believe me, they have their finger on the pulse of social media. It is just part of what you do, right, Ryan?
Yeah.
So, what? Oh, her birthday was yesterday, and your anniversary is today. Okay,
Happy
so
anniversary.
everybody needs to know that that's amazing. How did I not have that on my calendar? All right, so Ryan, so you're going to tell our audience. Here's another thing I'm just throwing at them because this is what I do. So, what is your favorite social media platform? Personally, not business.
Favorite, I would say, is Instagram.
Instagram. All right. So Instagram it is. You heard it here first. All right. So Lisa is saying you are the king of beautiful graphics. He absolutely is.
Thank you, Lisa.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you for joining Master It Media on Master It Mondays. Make sure that you join us every Monday at 2 o'clock, where you get tips and tricks on how to skyrocket your social media presence. And remember, here at Master It Media, we take the commotion out of your promotion. So have a fabulous day, everybody, and we will see you next week. And make sure you leave those comments for Ryan and tell him what you want him to talk about on another episode of Master It Monday. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.